Hey guys, LootWizard here with another Gems of War video, and yes, it is the first Friday of the month, which means we have a new Mythic troop out in the game. It's only available this week, and it's exclusive to Glory, Gem, Guild, and VIP keys. So do not try to use your event keys to get this troop. So I'm gonna go ahead this video. I'm gonna try to get it, and my luck's been pretty good this year, so hopefully that holds out. And but first of all, let's go check out what this troop does. I kind of like to do this for these, and I like to go to here, and you can sort your troops by base rarity, unowned, and then you look for the new troop here. It is a 24 mana cost. It is blue, purple, and yellow. Its name, which I'll probably mispronounce, is Huanglong. It's a Shentang troop. It's divine and dragon. Let's take a look at its ability. It says it's called Heavenly Breath, and it will deal 24 damage to all enemies. Of course, that's based on your current magic power. Then there are individual 50% chances to gain 24 attack, gain an extra turn, and gain barrier, enchanted, or blessed. So if I'm understanding this correctly, we have independent 50% chances for all of this, which would be gain attack, gain an extra turn, or gain barrier, or enchanted, or blessed. So you could get multiple of those things happening on the same cast. So, but it's good that it does do one thing every single time that you do cast it, which is damage to all enemies. But we have a lot of troops like that, so that's nothing amazing yet. However, 50% chance is pretty decent, and I've said before that anything less than like 75% is kind of wacky, which I still kind of hold to that, but 50% chance is definitely better than like giving us 25 or 20 or 30 something. I think the Kraken has like a 35% chance to devour, and that is, very iffy. A lot of times I cast it like 3-4 times in a row and it doesn't devour. So I'm hoping though, this will be a little interesting with the individual 50% chances. So it's kind of likely that maybe every time you cast it, at least one of these things are going to happen. So that's good. Let's check out the traits. Since it is a dragon troop here, that's interesting. All allied dragons gain 2 life for the first trait. Nothing really that amazing there. But we do have here reduction from skull damage by 70%. That is a lot. Some of the highest in the game is pretty close to this. So that's pretty good. Then finally, the last trait is Dragon King. Give 3 magic to all dragon allies when matching 4 or more gems. Whoa, okay, that could be a game changer for dragon teams, honestly. So it's looking like this is kind of like you definitely want to put this troop probably at the top of the team because it has that strong reduction from skull damage at 70%. And it's got all these other 50% chance things here. But if you have a storm going and you have something that's going to explode or destroy gems, you're going to get a lot of 4 or 5 matches, and you're going to get 3 extra magic added to all dragon troops. And this is a dragon troop, so it will affect this one as well, which means its damage here and attack will be increased by 3 every time that happens. But there's a lot of good dragon troops, so this right here has pretty good potential for a dragon team. So not really a bad mythic troop, I would say. It's probably somewhere up in the probably lower A tier with the fact that you can boost dragon ally magic by 3 for that, plus the high skull damage reduction. So yeah, I want to say probably a lower A tier. Definitely nothing less than like a top B tier. That's what I would rank this troop as. Right now, just looking at it, my opinion can always change after I use it. But yeah, so let's go and see if we can get this. First of all, my guild looks like we already have level 6 chests here. And you do want to make sure if you're using your guild keys, you want it to get to the highest level that you can possibly get it at as a guild. We're currently at, I think the highest is level 6. And that'll give you a better chance in that. and those guild keys to get the mythic troop. But I'm going to collect some of my seals, and I don't really have the maximum there of my seals that I should have. But we're going to use a bunch of orbs just because if we get it in our seals, we don't have to use any kind of glory or gem keys, and that will definitely help us out for future mythics that we're going to go for. So there we go. I used all my my clan orbs. Got me up a little higher. I got over 6,000 guild seals here that I can use for the keys. So that's where we're going to start. And I don't know why I clicked on that again. We should go to chess. We're going to start with the guild keys, and we got 6 tries here basically. After that, we're going to go and probably open up glory keys. We got like almost 8,000 of those, so that's pretty good there. And we got 1,600 gem keys. And if we go through all of that and my luck is horrible, then we will go and open some VIP keys. So let's, I mean, this is definitely a mythic troop that I want to get. It's, looks like it has some promise. So I'll be a little bummed out if I don't get it at all and I waste and just use all of my resources. But I don't know, this year I've had some pretty good luck with mythic troops. Even got 2 mythic troops so far in event shops. So that doesn't happen often for me. We're getting a few legendaries here and there. Oh wow, we got quite a few legendaries in this one here. Crimson Bat is a troop that does true damage to all enemies and gains life. I don't see it used as much as in the earlier days, but it's still a decent troop that does damage to all enemies. Pretty low mana cost too for what it does. 15 mana cost. Not a horrible legendary, it's just not used that often. Kraken, it's still good, but like I was saying earlier, the 35% chance to devour the last enemy really is, I wish it was like 50% chance, because it just 35% chance really just it doesn't happen as often as I would like it to. And 17 mana cost, it's a little bit high. It creates blue gems, and it doesn't even take blue. So there is a few negatives against Kraken, but it's still a decent legendary. And we got Orrery, if that's how you say the name of this legendary troop, which one of the best things about this guy is that it conjures a Star Storm at the start of your turn. And it also destroys a row in a column, deals 15 damage to all enemies. And so you're going to have a lot of the gems falling down from that storm. And then Keelan, which is used all the time. It's still a really powerful troop, especially with Divine Ishbala. That combination is pretty brutal. So those are, that's some thoughts there on those legendary troops. I'm going to use all of my guild keys here and see if I get lucky in the last batch. Nope. Well, let's go and try our glory keys and see. I do get them in glory keys from time to time, although the chance is pretty low. So I like to open 200 at a time, because 50 at a time just seems like it takes forever. And your chance is lower with these, so we got the Dragon Soul. Haven't seen him in a little while. Dark Monolith, not much to really say about him. Scylla is really good for one thing, and that's create a Bone Storm on 4 or 5 gem matches. So if you include like Scylla with any kind of explosive troop like Gorgatha or something like that that's going to explode the whole board, when you get a 4 match, there'll just be like tons of skulls falling down everywhere. And if you put something like Web Spinner at the top of your team in that kind of setup, it's just brutal. Glaceon, still a really powerful legendary troop, and I think 20 mana cost is decent for it, just because that's also, it holds its own. It's a really dangerous mythic, or not a mythic, but a legendary troop to go up against. So we're already through like 2,000 glory keys here. Wrath is a really good legendary troop. Transforms blue gems to brown, yellow to skulls, and enrages and burns all allies, or rage all allies and burn all enemies, I mean. But it will reflect 25% of skull damage, and then it will explode 2 random gems when you deal skull damage, and that's a really good legendary troop to have there. Oh, we got another Dragon Soul. Bone Dragon, Queen Mab, Chief Stronghorn. I really just, I don't use Chief Stronghorn much at all. Got another Dragon Soul. We got Nutcracker 1225, which I really haven't used that guy much at all. And we're just burning through our glory keys. Hydra. Unless they buff this thing, I've heard nothing or seen anything. This is like one of the worst legendary troops in the game. It's just useless. There we got Yao. I love that troop. And we got Divinia, Emperor Liang. Those are good legendaries. Emperor Corvash, that's still pretty good legendary too. Oh wow, a bunch of legendaries here. Yeah, those are all pretty average though. Magnus, Keelan again. Bunny Nog. That's a weird legendary. Yeah, the Mythic is elusive this time around for me. I might actually have to dip into my VIP keys. That is interesting here. Sir Quentin Hadley. I like this guy. He's pretty good. All Knight allies start battle with 50% mana. That's really good. It has your standard 18 mana cost for this type of legendary troop. Converts purple gems to yellow, green gems to skulls, and it will deal spell damage to 2 random enemies. So you kind of get a 2-for-1 here. You're doing the skull damage, and you get to do spell damage to 2 random enemies. So it's a really good legendary troop. I don't see it really used as often, though, but I do like that one. So we're burning through about 8,000. Oh, there's Tesla. Yeah, I got one more 1,000 to go here on these keys. We got Tesla again. Keeper of Souls. There we got Yao again. Cool. But yeah, we just burned through Tesla, the Great Maw. Just burning through these glory keys. With no Mythic in sight. Doulahan. Yeah, I guess we're just, no Mythic troop in the glory keys. I used about 8,000 of those. So we're going to go to gem keys, and we'll go ahead and just open 50 of these at a time, because these are a little harder to come by. And we got Scylla again there. Bone Dragon. So the chance to get the Mythic is higher here in gem keys. So I'm really hoping. There's the Great Maw. That's actually a really good legendary troop for disrupting the enemy team. Holy Saint Astra. Makes all humans start with 50% mana. Gives 25 life and armor to all allies. Creates a light storm and enchant all humans. I do like this troop quite a bit. Low mana cost of 14. Really great. Oh, I opened 200. Oh, well. We didn't even get the Mythic when I opened 200 of them. I was hoping I was going to get it. But, yeah. So I was so used to hitting the 200 button on the glory keys that I accidentally hit the 200 on gem keys. But, wow, this is really turning out to be... It's like old times. We're experiencing all of last year's bad luck again. Wow, I really hope this isn't as bad as when I tried to get Wolf Garrick and I spent... that was depressing when I tried to get him. He's not even like a fantastic Mythic troop, and I wasted like 1,400 event keys trying to get that thing. We got Wrath, Yao, Behemoth. Those are all good legendary troops. Keelan again. Wow, this Mythic troop. Like... Wow. Man. It's like, you know, when you go to like a restaurant, you get a little bag of fries, and you're digging in there at the end, you're still hungry, and you're like, where's that last French fry? And then you find out that there's a little hole in the bag, and the last one fell out on the floor. And like, that's what it feels right now, is I'm like digging for this Mythic, and it's just slipping through that little French fry bag. like where did it go? Oh man. There's Krampus. I haven't seen him in a while. Got a really odd troop, though. Yeah, this is turning out to be a real Attention Tail. That's still a, that's a dragon too, so we might be able to pair that guy up with the Mythic troop if I can ever get it. Like seriously, or oh, come on. Wouldn't that be hilarious? If I get it. Let's open these one at a time. I got 6 of these gem keys left. Let's open one at a time. It'd be hilarious if I get it on the very last key. Storm Knight, whatever troop that is. I don't even know. 2 Scar. Useless. Shadow Hunter. I've used them in the early days. Wasn't too bad. We're down to 2 gem keys. I got a stupid ingot. Like, come on. Alright, this is the last gem key. Am I gonna get it? Come on, Mythic. Ah, stupid Vanguard. Nobody wants to see you. Alright, let's, I used all of my guild keys. I used all 8,000 or whatever of my glory keys. And then we had 1,600 or so gem keys. Nothing. No Mythic, man. It is gone. The French fry has hit the floor and left the building. Like, what the... Alright, so we're going to go into VIP keys just because I want this Mythic. And I do have some gems here that I can spare. So let's hope I don't have to use a lot of these. So we're going to open 50 at a time. That's going to cost me 2,250 gems. Now I will say, for the sake of this video, all of my gems I get for free. I don't pay any real money for them. So, but I did have to pay real money to unlock the VIP chests. So I have put some money in this game, but I have not put any for like over a year now. But I got enough money to unlock the VIP chest and then all these gems that you see, 21,000. Most of that's just from tasks and from logging in daily. So, not like I'm super rich. So let's go ahead and open 2,250 gems worth of these VIP keys. Look at all these legendaries. Like, half this thing is all legendaries, but no Mythic. Oh, the pain. The pain. Why? We got Keelan again, and we got the Spring Imp. That's better than the Winter Imp, man. I want Spring to be here. So yeah, I don't know. We got Yao again. We got tons of him through all the other keys that we opened. That hurts. Alright, we're down to 18,000 gems. Let's open another one of these. Let's see how much this game can make me feel pain. We got it! Finally! Holy moly, dude. Wow. Wow, I'm so glad I didn't have to keep opening that until I got down to 0 gems. That still hurt. Like, I saved up all those keys for a couple of months and for basically nothing. Like, but we got it. Huanglong. We got a bunch of other legendaries here. We got Spring Imp again. Cool. Let me scroll down. I want to see. Yeah, we got some arcane trade stones. So that's one good thing about like the VIP key chests, or you get a lot of arcane trade stones for that. But yeah, we got this guy now. They got this thing. Finally. Depleted a lot of my resources, but we got it. And I think it is going to be a good troop here to go with the dragon team. I want to go and set up that, and try to figure out a dragon team real quick. I know this video is already on like 20 minutes. But I also wanted to talk about the new faction real quick, because that's out. But there's a new weapon, and I collect all the weapons. So I'm going to get this one anyway. It's called Jelly Shot. It will destroy 32 gems of the most used enemy mana color, which I think is really like a confusing description. Because how do you know what's the most used mana color? But I guess it calculates that during the battle. But destroying 32 gems is pretty good. So I'll take that. Plus it summons a random Dripping Caverns troop. So you have a summon, plus it's a mana generator. You can't go really wrong with something like that, usually. I like destroying gems sometimes better than exploding them. Destroying gems is as if you match them, whereas exploding gems gives you a little less mana. But we went ahead and we got that weapon. So I want to go in and want to check out its upgrades really quick, and then we'll go over and try to make a team with the new mythic troop. It's called Jelly Shot, I believe. Yep. 15 mana cost. Let's upgrade the weapon. Other than the standard attack and magic stuff, the last three are always the most important, and a weapon upgrade. It will eliminate 2 points of a random skill from the first enemy. It poisons the first enemy, and then it will drain 3 mana from the first enemy. And draining mana from the first enemy is probably the most important upgrade here, because that could really dampen the power of an enemy team, because that first enemy is usually the one that's going to get powered up first and then get cast. So that's interesting. And as far as the troops in that faction, I haven't really looked at them yet. But a lot of times they're kind of average. I always like to look, though, at the legendary troop, because sometimes those turn out to be pretty good. I had caps lock still on. Let's go and just... I know I want to build that team, and we're going to get to that in a second, but I want to look at the Dripping Caverns troops, and it shouldn't take me too long. So we got... whatever this is, Shogaroth. Is this the legendary? It looks like it. 16 mana cost. Enrage a random ally when an ally casts a spell. And then silence and deal 34 true damage to the first and last enemies. Explode 5 gems of the most used ally mana color. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. I mean, I think that could be pretty cool. The silence is great, true damage is great, and that's happening to the first and the last enemy. And then it offers a little bit of mana generation by exploding 5 gems. So that actually is pretty good. Then we have this here, Cloak Mantle is a Dripping Caverns. Destroys 28 gems of the most used enemy mana color. Web the strongest. So the theme of these troops seem to be going along with the weapon, Jelly Shot, where it destroys gems of the most used mana color. This is 11 mana cost for a destroying 28 gems. That's pretty good. Pretty good there. And we have another one here, Rock Squid. Remove 25 gems of the most, and then gain 2 armor for each gem. Removing gems, you don't gain any mana for that, but you know, so that troop probably isn't as useful. But the other one, this one looks pretty good, and I would say the legendary troop actually looks pretty good. So while this event is going on, you know, it'd probably be a good idea to go down there and try to get a few of these faction troops, especially that legendary. And if you can afford it, try to get that weapon for the faction. So that's all good. Well, let's go and try to make a dragon team here for... man, there's going to be some nasty teams here to fight against, right? Let me refresh this and find like a... That's a weird team. That's a really bad team. I don't know. Let's just pick one. And then add some random team there. Let's change this over to dragons. Let's build ourselves a nice little dragon team with that new mythic. So troop type, let's go select our dragons. And there's lots of great dragon troops. I love dragons. And there's really currently no way in the game to make dragons start with half mana. But it's not really an issue because we have a lot of great dragon troops that can generate mana. We got Elamagrum, and then we got the new mythic here. Let me go ahead and fully trait this guy and level him up, because we want to utilize the 3 magic to all dragons. So I'm going to want to figure out how we can get a storm going, a little bit of explosions. Might use the world breaker. We don't know yet. But we definitely want this in here and maybe at the top. And then we have to also think about mana blocking. So you got something like Ishtara, which is going to generate 9 yellow gems. It's it's going to blast troops and all that kind of stuff, but it will get a little mana block there, but not too much. And weapon, I'm not sure yet. World Breaker is going to explode a lot of gems on the board once we get that powered up, and it is using 2 colors that isn't. You could put Divinia in here as a good mana generator, and but that will conflict with the World Breaker's colors. So we have Kristanex, which is a really good dragon troop. You got Bone Dragon, which is pretty good. We got this one, which is a new legendary that came out, which is a new dragon troop. Inflicts bleed, but it does damage to all enemies. Matron Dragatani, not really the greatest dragon troop, but it's there. Tinson Tail, that give all allies 4 magic with a 50% chance for blah blah blah. So, like, the World Breaker's cool, but you could also put this in here, and then you could get a lot of magic being given to all of the dragons. So we also have the Dragon Soul. You got Sylvana Mora. You got lots of good dragon troops here. But I want to figure out how we can get a storm going, and it doesn't look like we don't have any dragon troops that generate storms as far as I know. Not every turn at least. So I might have to outsource here to something like the Stormcaller, because Huanglong does use yellow, and then the World Breaker uses yellow. So I might do something like that, and then for a weapon, I don't know what we're going to use for a weapon. Let's see here. There's a dragon weapon that generates. Yeah, Mace of Claws. It creates a mix of 6 red and purple gems. So instead of using the Stormcaller, we could do this route, and there's a lot of different ideas I got here flowing in my head. Like, you could use this and the dragon class, which is Dragon Guard, and that would generate purple and red gems. So I would fill up those 2. And what other troop can I put in here? Well, pretty much all the colors are being used. So, really at this point, putting something like Kristanex maybe at the bottom because it gets enchanted by purple might be pretty devastating. So if I change the banner to, we're going to go red and purple, I think, because it is, that's what this is creating. So if we go red and purple, and yeah, we just do single banner red and purple. Let's see first of all how this works with this team. You could also use the Dragon Soul, which explodes stuff. I mean, there's a lot of different things we could do here, but that right there was a 4 match, and all dragon allies are being given 3 magic, and that just gave them another 3 magic, which once this guy gets powered up, the World Breaker, it's going to be a lot of damage. We just got to get that mana generated here. Let me there we go. Now let's cast this. Hopefully we can get, I want to try to destroy that Great Maw. So there we go. We got that. We got this. Now this is fully powered up, and it's going to do 42 damage to all enemies and gain that attack because of, yeah, this thing was going to work for us when we were matching all those things. And we matched purple, so this down here got enchanted. And it looks like it gained a barrier. Is that the only thing that happened? I think that's the only thing that happened for that troop out of those 50% chances that it had. So we'll go ahead and cast this again. And every time we're getting 4 and 5 matches here, damage is going up on everything. So now this is up to 67 damage to all enemies. This is 54 damage. This damage got increased. And every time you get that, this is now 80 damage. Like, that's why I was thinking this Mythic Troop was going to be pretty deadly because of that. Now this is a really dangerous thing here, but I want to try a different setup. I want to try this at the top spot, and then we're going to have to do a different weapon, different class. I want to do the Stormcaller class because that it's going to create a light storm every single turn. If you go here, it creates a light storm. So that's going to be great. And then weapon, though, we're going to change that to, we'll just do the Dragon's Eye. Go with this dragon theme. And let's see, what else can I use here? Like, you could kind of mix it up, I suppose, and put a different troop in here that'll explode stuff. Like, you could put Leprechaun in there to get like a quick jump. Let's see. If I put the Dragon Soul in there, that's gonna be mana blocked. What else do we have here? I don't really have any like great mana generators that start with full mana or anything here. But I mean, this is a good mana generator. But if I do that, World Breaker is gonna block its its mana. So yeah, and that pretty much covers all the colors right there. So you're really just looking for like, I mean, the thing this would do, cause a random positive effect there. But it doesn't really fit with the whole Stormcaller class. So I don't really know what to do. I mean, Crystal Axe is good because it can get enchanted by matching purple gems. But other than that, yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do here. I'm trying to utilize the skull damage reduction here, but I'm missing out on it like a troop. And I mean, I could throw in something like Gorgatha at the top, since we're using the Stormcaller class. It's not a dragon, but I might just try it, and we'll put that in second place. The Dragon's Eye, yeah, I don't really know what to do here with that. We could do a weapon that uses yellow, maybe. Not quite sure what to do here with that. We'll just go with this. I don't know really what else to do at this point. I'm going to need some more time to think about this team, how to use this Mythic Troop best. But I do want to go, let's do double yellow, that, and let's give this a try. A couple of battles at least, and then we'll go ahead and end this video. It's getting a little bit long. And we just got to get Gorgatha powered up, and then we'll be good to go. Because I got this light storm going down here, and once I explode the board, we should have some good yellow popping down for us. And is there any 4 matches or anything? I don't see anything. I'm going to go ahead and cast that real quick. We did get an extra turn there, so that happened. And we got a good amount of 4 matches going on, which now gives us 50 damage to all enemies here. And this will also explode the board, so yeah, exploded the board and it got full again, plus a couple more 4 and 5 matches, so just lots of damage potential here. 69 damage to all enemies, just wiped them out. Just wiped them out. So yeah, I do like this this new Mythic troop. But I will play around with it a little bit more. But yeah, that's what I got for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate you guys a lot. And hope you guys have better luck than I did. But at the very least, I hope that all of you do get the new Mythic troop. I'll catch you on the next video. Until then, later.